It's almost like the Ohio State University, the Kate Waddell group. It's not.
I love it.
Okay. So what I first want to jump into is, if you're familiar with how the industry's been this past year, when interest rates started going up, that was when mortgage companies took a hit, and you would hear realtors talk about, goodness, the market's changed. It's not what it used to be. And great, years ago when rates were 3%, things were flying off the shelf. But what I must stress is this group did $100 million last year in one of the most difficult markets. So that's what I want to talk about. So I guess the question, how did you do it, is too general, but let's just talk about how you work. I mean, because that's an incredible feat. So congratulations, everyone. That's a big, big deal.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the sell side, right? Because it's still a seller's market and all that. But what I've always dealt with on the mortgage side, you get those sellers, everyone knows what their house is worth better than you. I'm kidding, they know, and they tell you what to do. So almost you have to pick and choose who you want to work with, because let's just talk about difficult sellers and how you get them to the table and stuff like that. Let's just go from there.
Yeah, I think where we really, I feel like, stand apart from the rest of the market is in knowing the data better than anybody. We call ourselves data nerds. Like when we meet with sellers, we're like, listen, we're gonna dive deep into the data and come back to you with very, very thoughtful thoughts on pricing. Right. And I feel like most sellers have an idea or a range of where their home is worth, but we do a really, really good job of educating them and giving them all of the data to look at so that we can put together a really good price for the market. Because I think that's the biggest mistake a seller could make in today's market, especially.
But what if they have another agent saying, well, I can sell it for this much, and
that happens.
That happens.
And that happens for sure.
When to walk away type of thing, because they come back? Okay.
I think we're pretty good at that. I don't want an overpriced listing that's not going to sell. And I also have a really hard time, just ethically, in taking a listing and telling a seller, yeah, sure, I can sell it for $1 million when I know it's worth 900. Right. I think you're not doing right by your seller to take an overpriced listing. So if somebody else is competing with us and they tell the seller, hey, it's worth $1 million and we know it's not, and we think it's worth 900, okay, call me when that doesn't work out. We're happy to help. We're happy to kind of be a backup. But I don't want an overpriced listing.
Got it.